Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year to you guys. I am so excited to be here to film my very first video in the new year. And for those who doesn't know me yet, my name is Uliana. Welcome to my channel. For my very first video in the new year, I decided to talk about subject that I wish I knew sooner because I did struggle with this particular topic for a very long time, up until very recently. And we all want to change our lives, especially in the new year. We want to accomplish our goals, pursue our dreams, and change who we are sometimes, right? But there is one thing that we have to take care of it first. If we don't address it, we cannot truly create, change, or become the best version of ourselves. Doesn't matter how hard we tried. And today I want to talk to you about regulating your nervous system. If you are like me, you probably heard this phrase everywhere lately. You have to regulate your nervous system. It's something that every single therapist talks about, almost all coaches talks about, all podcasts talks about. But for a very long time, I couldn't understand what that means. What does it mean that you have to regulate your nervous system? How do you actually do it in real life? And how regulating your nervous system actually affects your body, your mind, your ability to pursue your goals, and your ability to change. So for the past probably like couple weeks, maybe a month, I start to really deep research about nervous system. And I learned so much about our autonomic nervous system, about sympathetic and parasympathetic system. And that's what I want to share with you today, that knowledge and that understanding in a very real, simple language, because now I finally get it and I finally start practicing the real tools that I learned, and I already see the results in a very short time in the amount of the past month. And let's start from the beginning. Our autonomic nervous system works automatically. We don't control it. And it has two main branches, sympathetic and parasympathetic branches. If you can imagine your autonomic nervous system as a balance scale, and on the one side we have a sympathetic nervous system, and on the other side you have a parasympathetic nervous system. And in a healthy body, this balance scale, it works naturally, it's balanced naturally, depends on the situation. The sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight system. This system is not bad, it's actually essential for our survival. It activates when we are under pressure, we need to react quick, and when we feel we under attacked or we perceive threat around us. I like to think, as many people around me, of this system as a gas pedal in a car. Now, when this system is activated, your heart rate goes up and you have a very narrow focus. And this system helps you to act, to protect yourself, and to conquer your challenges. The parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest system. This is slowing down system. This is calm system. When it's activated, your body starts feeling safe again. Inflammation goes down, digestion functions properly. And this system tells your body, you are safe right now. You can slow down. And when it activates, especially when you are in the parasympathetic nervous system state, you finally can start healing, learning, and creating. Now, here's the issue. Our nervous system evolved to handle short-term stress. So we escape the danger and we reset to our calm state, right? We remember the balance. Now, in our modern life, we expose ourselves to the long-term psychological stress. Think about work exhaustion, multitasking, constant stimulation, hard workouts, tension, over-promises, and all that, it's activating our sympathetic nervous system. And our brain cannot distinguish between the physical threat, physical stress, and psychological stress. So when your sympathetic nervous system always stays activated, there is no natural reset. When sympathetic nervous system stays activated for a very long time, your body enters chronic survival mode. And in that state, your inflammation increase, your healing decrease, your hormone balance go out of the whack, your digestion slows, because now your body have one task: to survive, not to grow and to evolve. So that's a very crucial moment you guys have to understand, and hopefully I understand this right now finally. If my body is in chronic survival mode, there is no time to change my life. It's just impossible. My body has one task right now, it's just to survive. And when we try to change our habits, our identity, improve our health, and our nervous system is dysregulated, that change, it just feels impossible and unstable. So that's why regulating nervous system is the foundation of everything else that we want to do with our life. Before we move into the practical tools, very quick, want to talk about a very important subject, the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the main nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system. I heard about it before, but didn't really understand or know what it is, what it does in my body, to my body, with my body. So the vagus nerve starts in your brain stem, travels through your throat, lungs, heart, and digestive tract. In a simple term, we can understand that the vagus nerve is the way how our brain communicates with our body. Now, when the vagus nerve is activated, inflammation decreases, hormones balance out, healing increases, stress hormones decreases, your digestion starts function normally. So you can think of the vagus nerve as a main brake cable of the body. Now we understand that the automatic nervous system works automatically, but the beautiful part about the automatic nervous system that we can influence it, and that's when the regulation comes in, when we can signal our body through the vagus nerve that, hey, we are safe right now. I want to share with you something personal, because this is where everything clicked for me this past month when I was researching about nervous system regulation. So for years, I've been struggling with acne. I tried every single lotion, potion, pills, prescription, retinol, you name it. I tried it all. Now, yes, some things helps temporarily, but acne came back all this time. Now I understand that my acne were coming back because all this time, all these years, I was in a chronic survival mode. Because even if from the outside I didn't perceive any danger, any threat, like physical threat, right? I did have them internally because I was always so overstressed, over busy, overstimulated, always worried, never gave my balance scale to reset, right? It was always like this. Sympathetic was always activated. And now I know that when sympathetic system activated all the time, your healing decreasing, your inflammation increasing, your immune system is out of the whack, so nothing can actually heal. And I also understand that stress is not the only one reason for the acne. And I did all of the tests, blood work tests, you name it, everything comes back fine. So if you have acne, don't neglect all other stuff. I did so many things, and if one day I will have enough strength to sit down and record the video about my acne healing journey, I'll do that, because I think it will help a lot of people. But this past months, when I researched about this nervous system regulation, it totally changed my view and my perspective, how I view healing, how I view my health overall. This is why regulating nervous system isn't about feeling calm. It's about allowing your body to feel safe, allowing your body to heal, allowing the habits to stick, allowing creativity to come back. So you have to understand, I have to understand this, you cannot force your body to feel safe. You cannot force your body to change. You can only signal your nervous system that it's safe to change, that it's safe to heal, that it's safe to create something new. And that's when I will share my practical tool how to do those signals. Tool number 1, breathing. Breathing is the fastest way to influence your nervous system. Now, when you breathe in, your rib cage expands and your heart rate goes up. But when you exhale, your rib cage contracts and your heart rate actually slows down. When you exhale, long exhale, you actually activate your vagus nerve system, which calms you down. So my very big and my very favorite recommendation for you is the psychological breath. I talked about this before in my previous videos, don't remember which one, but I do this breath every day, all the time, throughout all of the day. I do it before the bed, I do it before important meeting at work, I do when I stress out, or I do it when I don't know, hungry and I know I cannot eat right now. I have to do a little bit of fasting. I do the breath. It really calms me down, and it goes like this. You take 2 breaths through your nose and you do long exhale throughout your mouth, like this. I already feel so calm. But anyways, you don't have to do psychological breaths only. You can just do longer exhale to whatever breath you are doing. You can do 4, 5, 7, which is breathe in for count of 4, hold for count of 5, and breathe out for count of 7 or longer. It really, really calms you down. Like, please check it out, try it out. Like, pause this video right now, try the psychological breath, and let me know in the comments below if you already feel better. I usually do 2 to 3 times, 2 to 3 breaths at the time, and I feel very, very good. So again, you don't have to do psychological breaths, you just have to do breath that you are exhaling longer than inhaling. Now, you know when somebody's stressed and people say, okay, take a long, big breath in. No, you have to do long, big breath out. That's how you calm yourself down, remember? Because when you exhale, your heart rate slows down, but when you inhale, your heart rate goes up. So you have to do longer exhales. Now, another very interesting fact, that if you do longer exhales deliberately throughout your day, it actually can improve your HRV. If you wear any wearables like Oura Ring or Apple Watch, you can test it. My HRV is pretty high on an everyday basis, unless, I eat right before the bed, I eat sugar, or I drink alcohol. Alcohol is the worst for HRV, but that's not the subject of this video. So again, breathing. Remember, guys, if the only thing you can remember how to activate your vagus nerve, calm yourself down, is that you have to have longer exhale. The breath is free, everyone has it. We don't have to pay anything for it, thanks God. So just breathe out and calm yourself down. The second tool is humming. You know, like, yes, that kind of humming. The vagus nerve is it's passing through our throat. So when we do humming, we activate it, and in return, vagus nerve calms us down. Now, I was watching the Huberman podcast about vagus nerve, preparing for this video, and he explains that when we humming, we have like 2 sounds, H and M, that he explained that we have to concentrate on the H, like a lower note, because it gives like vibration to the throat, which signals vagus nerve to calm us down. I think it's very funny and easy and free way to calm ourselves down when we stress, or just to activate our vagus nerve. So again, humming. Number 3, it's ear stimulation. So our vagus nerve is passing through our ears and the throat, like I said, right? So if this area behind the ears, right, if you can just rub it like this, oh, it feels so good. It can also stimulate the vagus nerve, and it can calm you down. Number 4 is the stretches to the neck and the head, and I also saw this in a Huberman podcast. So you have to sit down in a chair, and your hands on the chairs of the chair, and then you pressing your elbows down, and then you turn your head left or right, and you look up. So you stretch, and you look back straight, and you turn left, and you look up and down and centered. And this signals your brain that you are safe. Again, because the vagus nerve starts in your brainstem, and it travels through all of your body down to the digestive tract. So it's a lot of nerves. So when you stretch, you activate the vagus nerve again, and it calms your system down. I think it's also very easy, very quick, and free tool that we can use. And that's it for all of the practical tools, but I want to emphasize one thing, guys. Regularity, it's better than, I don't know, intensity, right? So don't start rubbing your ears very hard right now, but then don't do it for I don't know, for the next month, and then do it again very, very hard, right? Just pick some things that you really enjoy doing it and you feel great while doing them, and continue do them a couple times a day. Look, all of these things like breathing, rubbing your ears, humming, do the stretches, it's all free. It's all with you all the time, doesn't matter where you are. Just making a habit, maybe put alarm on your phone. I'm making the habit for psychological breath for I don't know how long already, but I keep doing it because it's really, really effective for me. Now, I also want to emphasize, guys, that until you start doing it, doing the things, trying the things, you never gonna see the results. I know it sounds like, oh yeah, duh, of course, but you have to understand that if you feel stressed, stuck, inflamed, you have a skin problem, I don't know, weight problem, any kind of issues, and then you tried everything else and nothing really working, try it out the breathing, try out the humming, try out the stretching. It costs nothing, and hopefully it will help you out. For the past months I've been doing it, and I already see a lot of improvements in my sleep. I see a lot of improvements in my skin, hopefully, right? I don't want to say too soon about it. Like I said, maybe I will do the video, but yes, that was the video about the regulating nervous system. I hope that you now understand, because I finally understand. That's why I want to share it with you, how important it is to regulate our nervous system and how easy it is to regulate our nervous system. Because before, when I saw all of these videos about regulating nervous system and they were all like 1 hour, 1.5 hours long, I'm like, oh my God, it's probably so complicated. It's not so complicated. It's so easy. All the things are free. All the things are within us. We just have to use them. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here with me. Happy New Year again. Please let me know in the comments below which one of these tools that I share with you work for you, which one maybe you already tried, you like, you don't like, or maybe you have some other tools that I didn't talk about and I would love to try. Thank you very much again. Have a great day. Have a prosperous life. Have a great new year. And I see you in my next videos.